So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Zone read. This is Gibson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side. Back to the line they come. 2nd down. Gets it out wide, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throw here, 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. And let the cover guys go shut it down.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. It's Hurts once again. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
180!
First down, here's Baker. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
180! Point it right, 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 point it right. Stop!
Mayfield now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Hands off here for Brooks. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock. Pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
come up on 1st and 10. Quick throw is caught. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves him with 3rd and goal at the 6. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Dicker connects there. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, early momentum with that field goal.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. On the option, here's Gibson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Flushed out of the pocket. He's loaded another one up. It is caught at the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Mayfield will look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. From the gun, Mayfield. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
180!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Rolling out to his left. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Set. 20. Rail.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down. That's 3rd down.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
Up, 180! Kings! What's up?
Mayfield to throw for it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Now that was a big 3-yard gain because of instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets them the first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they just get the play off. Completed over the middle. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. The Commanders have an early lead. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Baker throwing again. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. Fights his way through a tackle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, about the 37-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And it's good for a New York first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First and 10, around to Mixon. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
Run. Regular. Rail. What's up?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Running left side by Jefferson. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
10 at the 21-yard line.
180! What's up?
Baker now off the play fake. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, And let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Finding his back, Mixon. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Hey, alert 33. Up, up. Watch out.
Third down, here's Mayfield. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Lean back motions right. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Drops this underneath. It's Gibson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
3rd and just 2 to go. Let's get to that wide complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Stick around. There's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. 1st down from the 42. Again, it's Gibson. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump. You'll get explosive on the ground as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Wandale Robinson now to return this. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. York to the line. 1st and 10.
Set. What's up?
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks. Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Mayfield throwing on 4th. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kobe Bryant has it. And all the way back it goes. It's a Washington pick 6. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's Robinson with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. Into traffic, complete. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. So 20 yards on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Set. 180. Alert, alert. What's up?
First down, here's Baker. Connects on the crosser. Hits the 20. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants chop some of the lead off before the half. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants make it an 11-point ball game.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On first down, Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throws this one deep down the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Headed out right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Giants will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
That one intended for Trey McBride. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Defended by Kenny Moore.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. 180! Real. Hey, alert 33!
Throwing again is Baker. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
180! What's that?
Throwing here just before halftime. He's going to lob this to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
What's that?
Now begin with a run by Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And all the way back it goes. It's a Washington pick 6. That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Good.
Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. 1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5
Good.
at the 40-yard
Run.
line.
What's that?
Baker now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Good stick. 180. Done.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Commanders are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. defense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Caught by his back. Gibson gets some space around midfield. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Pick up there of 39 yards. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Hurts on 1st down. Thrown all the way to the end zone here. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28.
Here's Mayfield. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he gets this down at the 13-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Baker throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. He's going to push one deep down the right. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Line up the design keeper. Drifting ever closer to their goal line as he winds up backwards to his own 5. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down. Running it again with Gibson. Spins out of one side. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down throwing for Hurts. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. Now he's past the 25. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro.
Extra point.
Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead.
Giants 10.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Good. 180. What's up?
Back to work they go after the interception. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have